Hey guys, welcome to another Monster Evolution Go video. This is a video that I've been talking about making for a bit, and I finally took the time to go ahead and create this video. Don't forget, give a like and a subscribe before we begin. And with that, let's get right into it. Today's video is going to be all about runes. So I'll do my best to cover absolutely everything there is to know about runes. But this is how you access your rune inventory. You go to the training and you can go to runestone there, or you can go to your Pokemon and click your Pokemon, and then there it is again, rune inventory. It takes you to the same place either way. All right, so a little bit about the UI here. You got your runes on this side, and then you have your rune slots in here, which you have to select the rune slot. You can select the rune slot. So if you hit here and you say inlay and you don't change here, you will just be replacing the rune slot, right? So just keep that in mind. You always have to select the rune slot that you are planning on inlaying the rune at. Okay, so and then on the left hand side you have draw, decompose, which take you to a different screen, a different UI, set of UIs. So let's go ahead and actually, instead of talking about the runes here, we're gonna go ahead and start with the rune draw. All right, so let's go there. So here's the rune draw. You get a total of 30 rune draws that you can do for gold, and I know that the diamond draw, that may change depending on your level. I think, I'm not too sure, but for me it's 100. So 100 draws, that means 10 pulls, right? And for gold you get, actually let's hit the preview button here, which you will kind of go over. It's at the bottom right. It will go over probabilities and everything. Here it is. So for the gold you can get up to epic runes, and there's the probabilities. You can see the numbers. For diamonds, that's where you would get your higher grade runes. So legendary runes and marvel runes are only available in diamond, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not valuable to pull with gold, because that goes into the next part, which is decomposing, right? So you destroy your runes to create rune essence, and you use rune essence to power up your runes, right? So just pull whatever you get is going to be good, because you can get rune essence out of it, right? So that is rune draw. So probability wise, I would say if you did the daily limit, right? Actually, let's talk about cost first, because it's pricey. Okay, so daily you get a free draw on each. You get a free draw on the diamond, and you get a free draw on the gold, and that does not count towards your daily limit. And then anything you do outside of the free ones counts towards your daily limit. So to do 30 gold pulls, it will cost you 1,500,000 gold. To do your daily limit in diamonds, that'll cost you 8,800 diamonds, which is quite a bit, right? So be conscious about how you, if you're in a budget, you're not, just really try not to zero out on your resources. All right, so like just be careful, because it can get costly to do this every day. All right, so but those are the limits. That's how much it's going to cost you if you do the limits. And if you do the entire limit of diamond draw, in my experience, you tend to get one, well, let's say 0 to 3 Marvel runes from all 10 temples. Most likely is gonna be 1 or maybe possibly 2 Marvel runes from 8,800 diamonds, right? So 1 to 2 Marvel runes. And with that, keeping that in mind, how much it costs to get an inventory, right? Keeping that in mind. Oh, actually, before I move on, there's also auto decompose. So for decomposing, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I decompose anything that is common, anything that is, well, common items, common runes. Okay, I get rid of anything that is green and blue automatically. So that's what that check button is, auto decompose rare or inferior. So rare or inferior would be the blue or below. So auto decompose when you draw. That is much better than, than later selecting and then like decomposing. But to be quite honest, they make it really easy for you to decompose. So let's go into decompose menu here, and I can kind of like let you know how easy it is. So you see, here's your inventory. You could select like this, one by one, but you don't have to do that, because if you just click there at the bottom, quick selection, of course I'm not going to get rid of all my purple runes, but you could do that, and then it says, okay, I'm going to get rid of all runes of that rarity, and it gives you a preview of how much resource you're going to get right above the button. And yeah, that's how easy they make it for you, right? So I'm not decomposing anything right now. Yeah, easy to decompose and get the resource for you to power up your runes. Now let's go ahead and start talking about the runes. So there is the rarity, which is going to be, you're always aiming for the Marvel runes, these runes. But to be quite honest, the legendaries are pretty good too. Then there is the level, which basically says level 17 for this one. That basically means when you enhance and then you use your resources to level it up, and it gains you some stats, right? Then there is type. So this is important. Each of these runes, you'll notice, has like a symbol, right? That would be the type of rune that is. So this one is called punch rune. I have 2 Marvel runes that are punch. And then here next to it is deadly. And then you can see I have quite a few of these, right? And you can see that it kind of helps you understand what kind of rune it is. It says offensive type right underneath the name, right? Offensive type, offensive type, offensive type, defensive type, defensive type, support type, and support type, right? So those are going to be your types. So it kind of gives you an idea of where you should be using those runes and for what Pokemon. And so that's typing, and you'll notice, well, let's move on actually. Then there's the number. Okay, this is also very important. At the bottom of the rune picture there, you'll see a little Roman numeral, and the Roman numeral will be from 1 to 6 for most runes. Some rune sets only have 3. So the rune sets either are 3 or up to 6. right? So you get 3 of a set and you get a bonus effect. And then so some runes have 2 bonus effects that you can activate, while others have just 1. So some you can do 3, where others you can do 6. Okay. So this one, for instance, the punch rune, is a set of 6. So you can have Roman numeral 1 through Roman numeral 6. And if you get all 6 of them equipped to your Pokemon, you get physical attack and special attack plus 12% as a bonus. And physical defense ignore and special defense ignore as well. So that would be a 6 rune set effect. And you should just take a look at that for each of these rune sets, basically, and get familiar with them. I particularly like this crit rate and crit damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, and there's some other stuff. There's some stuff that you can potentially start coming up with strategies on how to customize your Pokemon, basically. Okay, so that is rarity, level, type, number, and stats. Okay, let's talk about the stats. Here is a deadly rune at level 16 on, and it's, I'm gonna call it slot, but Roman numeral 5, right? So I have 2 of them. Roman numeral 5 deadly rune, okay, Marvel. You'll notice they are the exact same rune. So they have the exact same stats. What I wanted to show you with this is the runes have a set value. It's not random. So as you are upgrading, you're not getting random stats, random allocations. It's a set value that the same rune, the same slot rune for the same set is in the same rarity is always going to be the same stat. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, and as you upgrade, now I can move on to what I was going to show you. Enhance. There is what I like to call a fast stat and a slow stat. A fast stat is one that upgrades with every level, and a slow stat is one that upgrades every 5 levels. So that would be your more, let's say, customized and like desired, highly desired stat, right? So if you look at the list here, it says HP, physical attack, special attack. Those are your basic stats. And then he has crit res, 1.12%, right? That's gonna be your more, let's say, desired stat. Not that the other stats are not good. It's just that, for instance, if you go to this one, damage reduction, attack bonus, crit rate, those are all really important stats, right? And they're percentages usually, right? And they're not part of the basic stats. So that's that. So the fast and the slow stats. So for instance, I go here and I can enhance one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's something that kind of annoys me. Because the runes start at level 1, upgrading it 5 times will take it to level 6. And this is just a silly, kind of silly thing. Is you don't get the bonus stat at 5. I just love the round numbers, right? I like 5. But to get that slow stat to upgrade, you have to bring it to 6. So you can't have a rune at level 10, or you should. It hurts to leave it at level 10 because the very next level you get an upgrade to that slow stat. So so you have to have it like, okay, so it would be 6, 11, 16, 21, right? It's just kind of annoying to me. But anyways, yeah, and then we would upgrade it here, and boom, you see now it says the crit res gets increased at level 11 now, so every 5 levels. All right, and then quality points. Okay, so quality points are judged by the rarity of your runes and the overall level of your runes, and you can take a look at the points right underneath bonus. You can see there it says points, and you can see the different kind of bonuses you get from the overall quality level of your entire equipped rune set, right? So there's some pretty nice buffs in here. You got to keep all of that in mind as you are equipping your Pokemon with runes. So when I first started messing with runes and I didn't quite understand this stuff, I was just going to a Pokemon I like, and then I just hit insert all, right? And then I would click the picture in the middle, and I would move to the next Pokemon, and I would insert all. Don't do that. Don't do that, because the computer is not smart. All right. I mean, you can if you're just in a hurry trying to get CP, but you are much smarter than the computer. All right, and you can actually make good decisions. The computer's not gonna make good decisions. So, anyways, let's see. I have a Mega Evolved Kyogre, Primal Kyogre, right? He deals damage, he's tanky. He's a really nice unit. So I'd like to make him more damaging, right? So then let's equip a rune set that is gonna amplify his damage. So I have number 2, I have a 4, I have a 5, and I have a 6 in Marvel. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna start on this slot here, and we're gonna go here. So let's say this is slot 2. I'm gonna inlay. Let's say this is slot 3. I'm gonna skip. Then we got slot 4. This is 4. I'm gonna inlay. And then this will be 5. I'm going to go ahead and equip one of these, inlay. There you go. Now you see that the little lines go towards the center. That's to let you know that the first set triggered, right? Okay, then we got that, and then this would be slot 6, and I have one slot 6. I'm gonna inlay that. Okay, so that is all of my different deadly runes. Now, if you notice and you try to equip this rune, you can't. Runes of the same type and number cannot be equipped, right? So just keep that in mind. You can't equip the same exact rune multiple times. All right, so I have 2, 4, 5, and 6. Now, because I don't have any more Marvel runes that are different numbers that are deadly, I would either have to go and try to pull one, or go down to my less rare ones, the legendaries, and try to complete the sets. So I still don't have a number 1. Oh, that is sad. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Ha! There you go. So deadly 1. I'm gonna inlay. There you go. And this is 3. All right. Do I have a 3? Let's see. I don't have a 3. Oh, that is sad. It may not be worth it, because I don't want to go into the purple. And even if I went to the purple, I don't have a 3. Oh, wow, that's terrible. I need to pull more runes. This is real bad. this gets expensive, and I know I don't have 32,000. No, I'm not. I don't want to go too far low on my diamonds here. You know, just I'm trying to be free to play now. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to spend and get lower, because if a fortune cat comes up, I won't have enough to do all of the chances. So yeah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it like this. So then, it actually may not be worth it to do any further with the deadly. To be quite honest, the crit rate is probably the more important anyway. So it's okay. I get 8% crit rate, right? So if I go back to my Kyogre here and we go to type, I can see that his crit rate is now at 23. It's not that good, actually. For some reason, Mewtwo has a crazy amount of crit rate. I don't understand how. 55% crit rate. It's just how his stats are. It's kind of good to know, but yeah. So let's go back to the runes. I got a little extra crit rate. That's good. Let's move on and see what else. Let's see what else I can equip here. So attack bonus. Wait, no, this is deadly. What is this? This is an offensive type. This is gonna give me PvP attack bonus. I like that. I have slots 1, 2, and 5. Let's do 1, 2, and 5. So now just equip wherever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it here. Inlay 1, 2, and 5. Inlay. And now I get PvP attack bonus. So I got PvP attack bonus, and I'm gonna remove this. And the deadly. Actually, I need to pay attention to what number of deadly gives what. So I got, oh gosh, number 2 here gives. Oh my gosh, it's because I have that iPhone that has that little notch. It's getting cropped off and I can't see it. It's really annoying. Alright, number 2 deadly gives crit damage. I like that. So we're gonna inlay that. This one gives control rate. I believe this is attack bonus. Alright, so those are nice. What about crit rate? Do I have one that gives crit rate? This damage reduction. Attack bonus. I don't have any. I don't have crit rate for this slot. So keep that in mind too. Pay attention to the slow stats, especially if you're trying to go for crit rate, right? So which slot gives crit rate? I don't know. For this set, it's slot 1. It gives 1.48% crit rate. So maybe it is deadly number 1 that gives crit rate. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is slot 1. So slot 1 gives crit rate. So you can go slot 1 for multiple sets and get crit rate that way. It's a little sad though that I don't have deadly number 3. I would really need to pull more. So let's look at this one. This one gives. I'm gonna try punch. Oops. Oh, I equipped over top of something. That's annoying. So I'm gonna try punch. Inlay. So punch 1, and I'm gonna go deadly 1, even though it is a lower rarity. Oh gosh, and I get a lower effect. Maybe that's not valuable at that point. Well, yeah, it really isn't valuable at that point. Gosh, that is a shame. Well, I'm not gonna get as much crit rate as I want, but it is what it is, I think. So I'm gonna go for a higher grade deadly here. Attack bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll go for one of these. Doesn't matter. Change. There you go. Now I got the set value, the set for deadly. I got the set for warlike. Now I need to get a set of punch, which will give me some extra attack, I guess. But I have to dive into my legendaries because I don't have enough marbles. So 1 and 5. What is 2? Crit damage. Yeah, we'll go for crit damage. Inlay. Nice, and now we see that my points are 973, which is not as big as it was before, which is 1010, right? But we got all these bonuses. Let's look at the bonuses here. We got crit damage, we got, oh wait, resonance bonus, here we go. Special attack and physical attack, crit rate, and PvP attack bonus, right? Those are our bonuses that are not calculated in their overall stats right now, right? So that's why this is lower. But good, there you go. Now I would say, based on my runes, this is a decently built Kyogre. And his crit is now what? Oops. Here. 25.9. It's 26%. It's not bad. And without runes, I think it's like, what, 15? What is his crit rate? It must be the same. Ah. Yeah, 15%. 15% is basic. And then he's at 26 right now. Could be higher, but it is what it is. I'll try to get more crit rate otherwise in other ways. So that's gonna be my Kyogre. And then you do that with every other Pokemon basically. You just gotta figure out what your Pokemon is trying to do, and you build them accordingly, right? So Kyogre is gonna be my damage dealer, so I build him for damage. Same thing for Primagroudon. And then we got Lugia here. Lugia is gonna be my tank in the front, so maybe I'll put runes that reduce damage. For Jirachi, I'll go more support, right? So maybe stuff that increases my healing, maybe, or increases control rate. Then same thing for Giratina, and Mewtwo, another damage dealer. So basically that's how I'm gonna build my Pokemon, and that's Rune Stones in a nutshell. Figure out what your Pokemon is trying to do and build him accordingly, right? Just keep in mind that if you pepper in lower grade runes with your higher grade runes, it will take the lower grade bonus effect instead. So if you notice, all of my lines are red until we go into my punch, which you'll see is giving me 9%. But if you look at the Marvel resonance, is, oh, I don't have the punch here. Okay, Marvel resonance was 12%. 12% attack and special attack. But because I only have this here, it gives me the lower, which is 9%. 3% less. And that's that. If this video was helpful at all to you guys, give me a like and a subscribe. If you have questions about stats, shoot it in the comment section. And yeah, I'll be looking for that. And let me know if I missed anything on this video. I tried my best to cover as much as I could. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.